Hello guys, aqui é a Letícia da Online Pulse e hoje eu tô aqui para falar sobre o such as, o as e o like. Você sabe a diferença entre elas? Se não, você não pode perder o conteúdo da aula de hoje. Então eu vou trazer uns exemplos e, vou explicar qual é a diferença, qual é formal, qual é informal. Ok? So, let's begin your class. So come on, let's put your heart into it. Mas, antes disso, você sabia que nosso principal diferencial são as aulas ao vivo? Pois é, a gente vê aqueles cursos que te prometem influência, te dão aquele super desconto de mais de R$2.000 e te entregam só aulas gravadas? Ou quando tem alguma aula ao vivo é apenas um bônus? Aqui você estuda principalmente com aulas ao vivo, com contato direto com o seu professor e com preço real que cabe no seu bolso. Então, tô esperando o quê para começar a estudar com a gente? Aqui na tela, você vai encontrar um e-code com mais informações. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about the differences between such as, and like. I also bring some examples when we might use these words. Let's begin with the word like. Like is used to do a comparison between two or more things, and also when you want to talk about how things are similar. But here we have the first point. The first point, we should use like before the noun phrase in the sentence, so before the noun. Let's take a look at the first example. So here we have, she looks like her mother. She looks like her mother. So here the word mother is the noun of the sentence. So we need to use like before the noun. Let's take a look at this. In the second example, here we have, that sounds like a car. So that sounds like a car. So here the word car is the noun. So we need to use the word like before the noun. So, okay, so here in these two sentences, and we are talking about how things are similar, right? Now let's take a look at the second point. The second point is when we want to use like to ask for more examples. So it's a very casual way that we can ask your friend, someone about something. So here we have one example. So I have many things to do this week. You're gonna ask this person, like, so like what? And this person is going to elaborate more, right? So I have to clean my house, I have to study. So that's it, you learned 2 points when we can use the word like. Now let's check the word as. Now let's check the word as. As is used to make a comparison between two or more things. We have 1 point right here. We should use the word as before a phrase that contains a verb. For example, he cooks just as my mother does. He cooks just as my mother does. So in this sentence, in the end of the sentence, we have a verb, right? The word does. So here, I have to use the word as before the verb in the sentence. The second point, and we can use the word as and like to make comparison, right? To talk about two or more things. But native speakers, they tend to use more like than the word as, because as sounds more polite, sounds more formal than using as. And the third point that we need to know before we using as is that we can use the word as with a noun when we refer to a purpose or a role of something or a person. For example, he is so good as a player. So he is so good as a player. So here we are talking about the purpose, right? We are talking about the role of this person. Now let's study about such as. We have 2 points right here. The first one, we can use such as to introduce examples, and we can use such as to ask for more examples. Let's take a look at the first one. So the first one, we can use the word such as and like to give examples. So here, if you choose the word like, sounds more casual, and if you choose the word such as, the expression such as sounds more formal. For example, we need to improve your strategies in departments such as marketing, customer relations, and products development. So here, sounds more formal, right? When I use the expression such as. The next example, fruits such as strawberries and apples are very good for you. So in this case, we can use both of them is fine, such as and like. Alright, the next point is that we can use such as to ask for more examples. Just like we did with like, we can use in the same way. So here, I have many things to do this week. Such as, so we can ask using such as with the intonation, right? We want this person to talk more about this thing, right, that they are doing this week. So such as. So that's it. Now you know how to use such as. Now it's time to practice. Agora que você já sabe a diferença entre such as, o as e o like, eu vou deixar duas questões aqui. Eu quero que você tente responder e deixar aí nos comentários. Então, na primeira eu tenho He is so good a player. E a segunda, She's win a fish. Então, qual é a certa? Qual é a resposta certa? E aí, gostou da aula? Então não deixe de se inscrever no canal, deixar seu like e ativar o sininho. Isso é muito importante para que a gente continue trazendo cada vez mais conteúdo de qualidade para você. Na descrição você vai encontrar nossas redes sociais e lá no Telegram você consegue o material da aula de hoje. Aqui na tela vai aparecer um QR Code que você pode encontrar mais informações sobre nossos cursos totalmente ao vivo. Então é isso, pessoal. Aqui é Letícia do Online Impulse e até a próxima. Bye!